Hello, it's time once again for Ground Zero. Give you a little video preview of what the show's about tonight. It is Y2K22 3G, a disturbance in the force. There's going to be a disturbance in the force for about 10 million people in the world because I've been reading, and this is something that we talked about a year ago, but I don't think really people understood what it meant. But on February 22nd, 2022, AT&T is going to pull their 3G. Because they just don't have need for it anymore. But there are a lot of people who still have old phones, they have old tablets, they have certain parts of their cars, security systems on the cars. Some people have emergency stuff and other things, and they don't have, they're not going to be supplied because 3G is going away. There are a number of things that, this reminds me of Y2K and how Y2K happened back in the year 2000. That's why I'm calling the show Y2K23G. Because if they pull the 3G, then a lot of people are going to be without 3G, and it's going to be interesting to see how. It was like back when 5G first came, the planes were having problems because they didn't update their securities, they didn't update their technology, and same with this 3G thing. If they pull the 3G, people with 3G technology are going to have to throw it away, and they're going to have to get new phones and new technology and new things put in their cars. I don't know if it's going to harm your ability to drive, but it's certainly going to knock out security systems, maybe even your radio, maybe some other voice activation like OnStar and things like that. Other things, some emergency tools that run on 3G will be shut down. And there was another thing, too, that it was issued the European Bank that they were going to worry about cyber attacks to the European banks after if we have a war with Ukraine and Russia and Europe. So that's another thing that Cyber Polygon, of course, covered back last year in, I think it was June or July, where they talked about the cyber pandemic coming after the regular pandemic. And we'd said that that's something that's going to thrust us into a cashless society. They're going to shut down the legacy system of what we have, replace it with a patch or something. And like I said, it reminds me a lot of Y2K. Also, we had some satellites that came down. They were the Starlink satellites. China is now pissed off about that. They're saying, we just basically are throwing stuff into the sky and we don't care about what satellites we bump into. Saying it was a geomagnetic storm that took out the satellites. Some people say that's a great cover story. A lot of people believe that perhaps they were taken out, that this is a signal of perhaps a space war, and this is going to be going on as well. So not only are we going to have a war here on the planet, we'll have a war up there, and also we're seeing electronics certainly taking a hit if people aren't prepared for the removal of 3G. So tonight, Jimmy Jean is going to be with us. We're glad to have him on with us to talk about this. He is a guy that he's an amazing resource. The guy that does Into the Microcosm. He's a great resource for this. And so he's going to be probably the best and most exclusive guest we can have on this topic. Hopefully he can answer all your questions about whether or not your technology is too old and that 5G is going to eliminate the use, which is something I think would be very important to report about. Join us tonight, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're always on Monday through Friday, radio stations across the country. Aftermath.media is the place to go to subscribe if you want to hear the shows at a more convenient time. Otherwise, you can listen on TalkStream Live, TalkStreamLive.com. We are the #1 show on that network, and also 35 million sampled different streams has us as #1 on the internet, full show. We're very glad, terrestrial show that's on the air. And what else was I going to say? Oh, and you can check us out by going to groundzero.radio, or you can go to groundzeromedia.org. Not only do you have the show there to listen live, but you also have transcripts, art, all that stuff. Check out the new site. It's great. We'd like to thank those at Ravidix Media for producing that for us. We're just happy the way things are going. We're thankful for your support and that you're listening to the program and preparing with some of the news items we give you, because we do it so that you can have a heads up before the event happens. So check us out tonight. We'll be there, Ground Zero. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.